Once upon a time, in a small town nestled deep within the woods, there was a park known for its serene beauty during the day. However, as the sun set and darkness enveloped the surroundings, an eerie presence seemed to awaken within the park's boundaries. This is the story of a terrifying encounter that I had in this very park. It was a chilly autumn evening when my group of friends decided to gather at the park for some late-night fun. The park was known for its tall, ancient trees that cast long shadows on the ground, creating an atmosphere of mystery and intrigue. As we arrived, we couldn't help but notice how quiet and still everything seemed. The usual sounds of laughter and children playing were absent, replaced by an unsettling silence. Undeterred by the eerie ambience, we found a spot near a dimly lit lamppost and began setting up our picnic blankets. We laughed and chatted, trying to shake off the uneasiness that had settled upon us. However, as the night grew darker, strange things started happening. One of our friends, Sarah, suddenly felt a cold breeze brush against her neck. She turned around but saw nothing out of the ordinary. Brushing it off as her imagination playing tricks on her, she tried to focus on the conversation at hand. But then, she heard whispers coming from the nearby bushes. The whispers were faint at first but grew louder and more distinct with each passing moment. As I strained my ears to listen closely to the whispers, I could make out snippets of words that sent shivers down my spine. Phrases like "don't look back," "leave now," and "beware of what lurks in the shadows" echoed through my mind. Fear gripped my heart as I realized that something sinister was lurking in the darkness of the park. Trying not to alarm my friends, I suggested we pack up and leave. However, before we could react, the lamppost above us flickered and went out, plunging us into complete darkness. Panic ensued as we fumbled for our flashlights, desperately trying to find our way out of the park. As we stumbled through the darkness, our flashlights revealed fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures darting between the trees. The figures seemed to be watching us, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity. We quickened our pace, feeling a growing sense of dread with each step we took. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air. It was Mark, one of our friends who had fallen behind. The others turned around to see him being dragged into the underbrush by an unseen force. We rushed to his aid but found ourselves unable to reach him. Mark's screams grew fainter and eventually ceased altogether. Terror consumed us as we realized that we were being hunted by an unknown entity within the park. Our hearts pounded in our chests as we ran blindly through the maze-like paths, desperately searching for an escape route. But no matter which direction we turned, we found ourselves trapped within the park's sinister grasp. Hours passed, and exhaustion began to take its toll on our group. We huddled together near a decaying gazebo, seeking solace in each other's presence. The park seemed to have transformed into a nightmarish realm where reality and nightmares intertwined. Just as hope was fading away, a faint glimmer of light appeared in the distance. It was a park ranger patrolling the area. We cried out for help, our voices filled with desperation and fear. The ranger rushed towards us, his flashlight cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope. With the ranger's assistance, we were finally able to escape from the clutches of the haunted park. As we stumbled out, we looked back one last time, only to see the park returning to its serene daytime appearance. It was as if the horrors we had experienced were nothing more than a figment of our imagination. To this day, my friends and I refuse to speak of that fateful night at the park. The memory of the whispers, the shadowy figures, and the loss of our friend Mark haunts us. We warn others to stay away from that park after dark, for it is a place where nightmares come to life.